about the new assistants? Just what stuck out to you, particularly Jared, because I know obviously when he working more so with the point.
They're great additions. They're real vocal. I'm actually surprised because I obviously come into a new thing. You kind of come in kind of quiet and kind of pick up things first. But they came in on one. They came in with a big time voice, very vocal. And I mean that's what we need for our team to build relationships with the coaches.
I wanted to ask about Jared in particular. You played with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you seeing in him as a coach that maybe?
Actually, the crazy part is I actually played him in the G League, and that was like one of the toughest games we played. So the main thing with him is he finds different ways to score, and he's bringing that type of stuff to the team. And just working out with him every day, finding different ways to score, how to see the floor. Also, you got CP, great tandem, put it together. Just trying to keep learning from you guys.
Cam, how much more comfortable is this team? I mean, this is another year for you, another year with Chris. I mean, you guys are leaders up front. I mean, it's got to be better, that you guys have been in the system before and they're coming back another year.
Yeah, it's I would say it's easier than last year, but obviously we got a lot of work to do. So it's not really like I wouldn't say we're comfortable because Coach, he a wizard. He put in a lot of stuff, so it's almost like they won all over again. But when it comes to players, in that aspect, for sure, we've been here before. We know how to be vocal. We know the plays before some of the other guys, and obviously it's kind of easier when we get on the court and start playing 5-on-5 because we know each other's tendencies. But with the additions, man, this man, C figured out. Actually, he pulled me to the side and was like, "Man, you got to help JaVale more." Little things like that because he was on my team today. And at first I wasn't doing it. He pulled me to the side and let me know. And that was huge. And then we started picking up on it. And I'm like, yeah, I do got to build that relationship with JaVale. So it's just little things like that that's moving us forward a little bit quicker.
When you say Coach is a wizard, I mean, has he kind of shown
For
you
sure.
guys that he's been thinking about how to improve his team since the
For
finals?
sure, since the last second went off, I already know he started. Like when we come to the timeouts, he just pull out plays we never seen before. So he's big time. And he's very dedicated to it. So I applaud him for it.
Cam, to that earlier point when Monty was talking about continuity, he said it just helps to have the same point guards. And do you sense that from your position on the team that you are in a better spot to help guys out compared to last year?
Absolutely. I'd probably say last year I was kind of more focused on me trying to pick the plays up and trying to do all the things I can to get on the court. And now it's a little opposite where I'm kind of teaching a little bit because I know them. I know the plays. So, yeah, it's very helpful to have them and to be vocal at them.
It sounds like from your perspective as well, you're just a lot more comfortable in your role as you should be with your play last year. Does that help you even more as a leader, you think?
Absolutely. I know I'll probably get a lot more opportunity this year, so I just got to be ready. So the attention to details is big time in this preseason.
Does being back in here and having the first official practice training camp officially kind of turn the page from last year?
Nah, I still think about it, but I feel like it fueled us. It fueled us everything that happened last year. It's still fueling us to be a better team. But I kind of understand what you're saying. I feel it, but it kind of I haven't really left Phoenix, so it feels like we've been in season for 3 years straight. So it's kind of cool. I'm happy to be back. For real.
Was the break like too short?
Yeah.
I mean, was it?
Yeah. But it's cool though. That's the difference. If you get out early, you have a long break and you don't like it. I was cool with the short break because we made it that far. That's what we're playing for. So can't complain about it. Just happy for the opportunity and just grateful that I was there.
They played in the finals. Much better watching, right?
Absolutely. Normally you always watch it like, man, I mean the season about to start up, the finals over, season about to start now. When you playing in it, feel good. You don't really never lose. Like you don't really never lose your conditioning and stuff like that. So that's the plus. You ain't gotta really work out too hard to get back for training camp.
Can you explain to me the inspiration behind the tattoos?
Which one? This one?
Well,
Or this one?
Well, both of them.
All right, so I already won. I got it tattooed on me because, like, from where I'm from, like, I won. For my family, I won. In the basketball aspect, maybe I haven't did what I wanted to do, but that's not what life about. Life is just about what you make of it. And for my family, my mom, my dad, my brother. Like I won for them, so I just get reminded every time. And this one, like I mean, Phoenix inspired one. Got the valley right here. This basically me. Taz is me. He the Haboob. So I kind of embraced that nickname. And he's just coming through the valley. I got a little valley sign. So I don't know, just inspiration to my Space Jam tattoo. That's it.
And this is our first time in the building.
Mhm.
What's the coolest thing going on here that we can't see?
Probably the locker room, man. We got real cool lights in there. Y'all can't see that. That's probably about it. I mean, the weight room, not the locker room. The weight room got some nice lights. That's probably about it. Y'all see everything else. Y'all ain't missing nothing. We got Top Golf up there, right? Top Golf. Yeah.
Are we missing two big
Y'all
guys?
missing us. Got a pool up there. I got a pool upstairs outside. No,
Who's got the
that's
best
not it.
swing?
I don't know. Really, G was pretty good before he left. Probably Book. He's so competitive in everything. So I probably just have to give it to him just because he super competitive in whatever he do.
What's the oddest hour that you've been in here getting up shots?
Man, probably like 11 p.m., 12 p.m. I mean, yeah, 12 p.m. at night. It's open, but it's a cool environment. So have fun in here. It's fun being in here.
Anybody here later?
I've seen anybody. I haven't been here that late, so I don't know. Probably so though. It's a friendly workspace, so I'm pretty sure people don't mind coming in at whatever hour of the day.
What is it like getting back in here? Is it kind of you turn the page at all from last year, getting back in here and getting after it?
The best word I'd use to describe it, especially for the guys that were here last year, is familiar. A lot of familiarity, getting back to our pre-practice routine, post-practice routine, and everything in between. But yeah, it definitely helps turn the page, started something new. We're back at square one, so we got to put in our time, build up how we build up, and do everything we can to be a successful team.
Something Monty mentioned was that this year is so much easier compared to going from Ricky to Chris, just having the same point guard.
Yeah.
Is that something that comes across from your perspective as well?
Yeah, you can see it today. I mean, we're picking stuff up quicker than everybody else alongside of it is getting it. Definitely when you transition point guards, especially point guards that play such a heavy role in everything that we do, it's going to be a little bit slower and a little bit more to figure out, but this definitely feels like more continuity.
When you look at, go ahead.
What's the best part about day one?
Being back on the court, being able to compete, seeing the new guys and all the, it's just kind of like a symbol of growth. We step on the floor here and everybody is seasoned older. So, I'm in year 3 now and it's just fun, man. It just reminds you that it's a blessing to be in this league. It's a blessing to be able to play another year.
Give me your first impression of the new coaches? What did you see?
Oh, great. I mean, it feels, like I said, feels familiar, continuous. They've done, obviously you can, every time we've been in here these last couple of weeks, every day, every hour we've been in here, you see them in these windows having meetings and you see them on the court talking everything through. So it's really obvious that they've put the time in to get on the same page and, filling in everything that we do here and then everybody bringing in their ideas. It was pretty smooth today. Felt like, these guys have been here a while.
I know you've been here a while. This is our first time being here, but just seeing like the accessibility you guys have, thinking back to the arena, like walking through hallways, you guys can step off the court, get on a bike, and then just how much has that helped you guys the last year or so being in this facility?
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
I mean, this is where we come to work every day. This is a great place. This is a great building. A lot of guys have spent a lot of time in here and will continue to spend a lot of time in here. And the location of it is really nice too.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely really thankful to be able to practice every day.
Do you feel like the culture has already kind of been cemented in this building? Like when you're driving, you know where you're going?
Yeah.
What was the one thing when you first came for the first time that you were like, what the hell? Like it's even surprised you.
In this facility? Nothing really was overly surprising. I just thought it was just a really nice layout. Everything is just right where you need it to be. Like everything is about as convenient as you could imagine. And my favorite part was that court. That whole valley concept was new when we moved in here last year. We had just seen our jersey, so to see that court was pretty cool. This is just this is a good place to be.
Got a golf simulator?
Yeah, we do upstairs. That would probably be the things up there. There's some little things. There's like a float tank. There's cryotherapy stuff upstairs. The golf simulator. There are a lot, like you said, a lot of little ins and out of the place that were a lot harder to use during COVID because the guys, kind of were more, mask up and go home last year.
What's up? You're able to access that more?
Yeah, we're able to. Yeah.
What's the oddest hour you've been in here shooting? Late at night?
Yeah, late. I'd say 11, 12. That's probably my favorite time to come back around. The only thing is with COVID last year, getting extra shots up would look a little different. So wherever you could get it in, you could get it in. But there's a lot of guys that come here late at night. I'd say that I think aren't we supposed to shut the doors at some point? Like the door's supposed to be closed sometime late at night. I'm not sure, but I think the lates have been here probably about that.
I'm sure like you and Chris were like, hey, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll turn you away.
I don't know. I haven't tried 3 o'clock. I have not pushed for 3 o'clock hour.
Hopefully you're just thinking that, to be honest.
Cam, where do you want to see the biggest growth in your game and what you were able to do in the playoffs last year? I guess a lot of confidence. Go back to where you already at that point.
It's just continuous growth of being in this league, continuous growth of finding what you do and then improving on everything else around it. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun since day one in training camp in Flagstaff 2 years ago. And I feel a lot more comfortable today. So that's the main thing for me is that comfort level, that ability that I know more of what's going on and why things happen, that I can kind of get ahead and start playing the game a little bit rather than being just so on edge, high alert of every little thing. So that's important for me, is to feel that comfort level and then to just take everything that I've worked on these past 2 years and just expand upon it and add it into, real live gameplay.
What did you see from JaVale? Like on the first day getting on the court with him?
Well, he was getting measured over there and he's big, he's tall. But he's just somebody that brings so much length and experience and size that we need. So that, that's always helpful. I've run into him a time or two when he played on another team, trying to box him out or keep him off the glass, anything like that. And he's not the guy that you want to try to keep off the glass.
Seems like he's always got energy. Like,
Yeah,
never calms down.
yeah, I'd agree with that.
DeAndre said that he was going to be at Monty's ear about trying to play the 4 and having JaVale play the 5 so he could pop some more threes. Are you
That'd be
trying to
a
argue
big lineup.
against that to take?
No, I mean,
shots away?
it's all up to coach. I'll go out there to shoot threes if at the 4 if you need me to. But it's all that stuff. We'll figure that out as time goes on. We'll figure out what lineups work and what lineups we stick with. You've seen it. Even since I've been here, we've recycled lineups, and you see some tinkering, and then boom, it's like this. By the playoffs, it's like coach don't even have to call my name. I know exactly when I'm going in. I know exactly what's going to be on the court. Ryan foul trouble, anything like that. So